How to use psychological tricks to make your woman come back. Have you ever watched her walk away, your heart sinking with each step? What if you could turn the tables and draw her back? This isn't about grand gestures or empty promises. It's about mastering the subtle art of rekindling romance. Today, we're diving deep into the psychology of attraction, unlocking secrets that speak directly to her heart and mind. We'll explore proven strategies that go beyond surface-level charm, tapping into powerful emotional and intellectual cues. Whether you're looking to revive a fading spark or ignite a lasting flame, this episode is your roadmap to becoming irresistible. Get ready to transform your approach to love and relationships. Before we begin Lesson 1, let's take a moment for a quick survey. Have you ever felt your relationship grow stronger after giving your partner space when they requested it? A. Comment, yes, if you have, and giving space has strengthened your connection. B. Comment, no, if you haven't done this yet. Number 1. Giving her space. I get it. It's pretty risky. Will she ever come back if you do this? And the answer is probably. Girls hate space. Honestly, I put my hand up for this. She will say things like, "Just go away, I need some space." And she would then be mortified when the guy actually does that. Navigating the delicate balance of giving her space can feel like walking a tightrope. On one side, there's the fear that distance might lead to a permanent split. On the other, there's the understanding that space can actually strengthen a relationship, making the heart grow fonder. Firstly, it's crucial to understand the psychological principle behind space in relationships. When you give someone space, you're not stepping away. You're actually fostering an environment where independence and personal growth can flourish. For many, especially after expressing a need for space, the initial reaction to actual solitude can be discomfort. This reaction is rooted in our basic human need for connection. Even when someone explicitly asks for space, it doesn't necessarily mean they want complete disconnection. This is where the subtlety of giving space comes into play. It's about being emotionally available without being physically overbearing. You're present in a way that respects her boundaries, yet reassures her of your commitment. Moreover, giving space can dramatically enhance the quality of interactions when you do come back together. It's like pressing the refresh button on a sluggish computer. Suddenly, everything runs smoother and faster. When both partners have had the time to miss each other, they tend to focus more on the positives, making conversations more engaging and interactions more appreciated. When you do give space, do it with confidence. Don't play it as a game of emotional chess, waiting for her to make a move out of desperation. Instead, see it as an act of emotional generosity. You're giving her something she asked for, trusting that the space you provide will be the breathing room your relationship needs to continue growing. In practice, if she's a bit distant, resist the urge to fill every silence or bridge every gap. Allow her to initiate contact. This shows respect for her pace and her needs. It can be tempting to jump back in at the first sign of her missing you, but patience here is key. Let the reunion be something that she walks into willingly, not something she feels coaxed or cornered into. Giving space, when done right, is not about creating distance, but about cultivating a mature, healthy dynamic where both partners feel they can breathe, grow, and still choose each other. Remember, true connection isn't about being inseparable. It's about being separated, and nothing changes. Number 2. Evoking jealousy. One of the most potent psychological triggers in relationships is jealousy. It's a complex emotion that can drive people to reconsider their decisions and actions concerning their romantic interests. In the strategic realm of rekindling a lost relationship, evoking jealousy can be a pivotal move. It's about subtly reminding your ex of your value and what they're missing, which can spark a desire to come back. The psychology behind jealousy is deeply rooted in possessiveness and the fear of loss. When a woman sees a man she once had deep feelings for, now garnering attention from others, or seemingly happy in the company of someone new, it can trigger a sense of jealousy. This isn't just about making her feel envious for the sake of it, but about highlighting your desirability and worth. It's a reminder that you are a catch and that her decision to leave might have been premature. To effectively stimulate jealousy, you need to be tactical. It's not about flaunting new relationships explicitly, but rather about creating an aura of success and contentment around yourself. For instance, when she sees or hears about you being out and having fun, looking good, or advancing in your career, it naturally makes her question whether she walked away from a good thing. Moreover, if she reaches out to you, showing a controlled aloofness can heighten her interest. For example, if she wants to meet instead of jumping at the opportunity, you could respond with, "I have plans with friends that day, but I'll try to make it if I can." This response is not a direct rejection, but shows that you are not overly eager or available. You're living a fulfilling life, which in turn makes the time she does spend with you seem more valuable. However, it's crucial to handle this strategy with care. The goal is to evoke just enough jealousy to make her reconsider her decision without pushing her further away by making her feel replaced or undervalued. Remember, the underlying aim is to reignite an interest and pave the way for reconciliation, not to foster bitterness or resentment. In conclusion, evoking jealousy is a delicate but effective strategy when trying to get a woman to come back. It leverages a basic human emotion to remind her of your worth and the good times you shared, potentially leading her to question her decision to leave. Used wisely, it can be a powerful catalyst in rekindling a relationship, but always remember that the best outcomes are those that come from genuine connections and mutual respect. Before diving into Lesson 3, take a quick break and make sure to subscribe to our channel so you won't miss any of our upcoming videos. Number 3. Psychological resistance. Using reverse psychology to rekindle interest is a nuanced technique that hinges on human nature's fundamental desire for autonomy and decision-making. When applied thoughtfully in relationships, this method can provoke a reconsideration of one's feelings and choices, particularly in the complex dance of romantic reconnections. This strategy involves suggesting to your ex that perhaps you weren't the best match for her, thereby indirectly stating that she could do better. For example, by remarking, "I was never really the right person for you, go find someone who truly excites and cares for you," you subtly challenge her current perception and decision-making regarding the relationship. This approach can ignite a need within her to prove her autonomy and perhaps contradict your assertion by showing that choosing to be with you is indeed what she wants. The effectiveness of this strategy lies in its ability to tap into the human psyche's contrarian impulse, similar to telling a child, "No, you don't want vanilla ice cream, it doesn't taste good, you should try the chocolate instead." Often, the immediate response is a desire to challenge the directive and assert one's own choice, even if vanilla was not initially the preference. This form of reverse psychology is a classic tactic that can lead to several outcomes. Firstly, it can make your ex reflect on the qualities of the relationship and your compatibility more deeply, potentially seeing things in a new light. Secondly, it can induce a psychological reaction to reclaim the perceived loss of control over her decisions, especially if she feels challenged by your suggestion that she could do better. However, it is crucial to approach this method with caution and respect. The goal is to encourage reflection and reconsideration, not to manipulate or coerce. When handled improperly, it can lead to resentment or a strengthening of her resolve to move on. Therefore, while this technique can be effective, it should be used sparingly and always with the underlying intention of fostering genuine dialogue and understanding. Ultimately, implying that she can do better should be about helping her see the value in your relationship through her own reassessment, not about playing games. It's about sparking a thought process that leads her to independently conclude that the relationship might indeed be worth another shot. The key is to maintain sincerity and integrity, ensuring that any moves towards reconciliation are built on a foundation of mutual respect and genuine affection. Number 4. Fear of loss. Imagine if Cinderella decided not to drop her glass slipper. Would Prince Charming ever have realized what he was missing? Like a well-played chess move, showing that life without her is not only bearable but flourishing, can be a checkmate in the game of love. By demonstrating that you're the main character in your life story, thriving and admired by others, you invoke a powerful realization. She might just lose someone truly exceptional. Let's paint a picture. You're out there, living your best life. You're at charity events. You're the toast of your social circle. Your career is on an upswing. All eyes on you. Your social media? A gallery of adventures and achievements. Here's the kicker. You're not just showing off, you're genuinely building a life that anyone, including her, would regret not being part of. You've become the lead actor in a blockbuster life that everyone wants a ticket to. It's not about making her green with envy, but about turning the spotlight on how valuable and desirable you are. It's showing, not telling. Think of it as being the guy who's got VIP passes to every exclusive event. Suddenly, everyone's interested, right? Your aim is to weave a narrative so compelling that she starts to question her exit strategy. Did she leave too soon? What incredible episodes will she miss out on? To master this, you don't need to be James Bond, but you do need to channel some of his charisma and mystery. Be the man who's booked and busy, whose time is a precious commodity. When she calls and you say, "I'd love to catch up, but I've got this incredible event I can't miss," you're subtly hinting that your world is vibrant, full of opportunities and, importantly, other admirers. But here's the twist. You must keep it classy and respectful. This isn't about playing games or emotional manipulation. It's about letting her see the natural consequences of her decision through the lens of your fulfilled life. It's about being so good they can't ignore you. In essence, let your life do the talking. Be so good, so involved, so irreplaceably vibrant that the fear of loss becomes not just a whisper but a roar in her mind. Remember, people cherish tickets to a sold-out show. Make sure she sees that life with you is just that, a show not to be missed. Number 5. Rekindling past connections. Ever wonder if your romantic sequel could be as heartwarming as the comeback of vinyl records? It's time to dust off those old records and play the soundtrack of your shared past, tuning into the hits, not the misses, of your relationship. Bringing up those golden memories might just be the ticket to a successful encore. Picture this. You two laughing until your sides hurt under the starlit sky of your first camping trip, or the time you both tried, and spectacularly failed, to bake a souffle. These aren't just memories. They're the private jokes of your relationship. Mentioning these moments acts like your greatest hits album, reminding her of the unique melodies you created together. It's about hitting the play button on those laugh-out-loud moments and feeling the warmth of familiar tunes. Now, don't just skim through the playlist. Dive deep into those blockbuster adventures and epic laugh fests. Talk about that spontaneous road trip where you discovered a town out of a storybook, or those challenge-accepted moments when you both ran your first 5 kilometer. These stories are your crowd pleasers, showing her that the best parts of your show are worth a rerun. People appreciate growth and maturity. Show her that the time apart has made you a better, more insightful person. Perhaps you've picked up new skills, developed new hobbies, or simply grown more emotionally mature. Letting her know that you've evolved demonstrates your awareness of past issues and your commitment to personal improvement. This reassurance can be crucial for her willingness to reconsider things, as it alleviates fears of falling back into old patterns. None of the above strategies will be effective without sincerity. Your attempts to reconnect must come from a place of genuine interest and care, not just a desire to win her back for the sake of it. Communicate openly about your feelings, regrets, and hopes for the future. Sincerity in your words and actions will convey that your interest in rekindling the relationship is honest and deep. Rekindling past connections is about more than just reigniting old feelings. It's about creating a new path forward that honors the best parts of your past and the growth you've achieved separately. It's about showing her that the narrative you once shared still holds unfinished chapters that might be worth exploring together. With patience, reflection, and heartfelt communication, the past you cherished can pave the way for a new beginning. Number 6. Be friends with her friends. Girls often seek the opinions of their friends and family when it comes to relationships. It's commonly said that if you can win over her friends and family, you're already 50% of the way to earning her approval. If a girl is being slightly distant from you, becoming friends with her friends can bring her closer. She will love that you are making an effort, and it will also make her interested in you. Imagine stepping into a party where everyone's a familiar face to her but new to you. Instead of sticking to her side like a postage stamp, venture out. Engage her friends in a light, humorous conversation. Think of yourself as the friendly new neighbor everyone is curious about. It's about making connections that could form a fan club, not just for her, but for Team You plus her. It's these little interactions that show her friends the cool guy she's always talking about. And remember, puns can be your best friend here. Nothing breaks the ice like a little well-done humor at a barbecue. Let's clear this up. Being in the friend zone isn't always a bad thing, especially when it's her friends we're talking about. Show that you value their opinions and enjoy their company. It's like getting good reviews on Yelp. It builds your credibility. But here's the kicker. Keep it classy. You're aiming to be the guest star everyone loves, not the main character in a soap opera. The truth is, when you're not around, her friends are probably going to talk about you. Make sure what they're saying could make headlines for all the right reasons. Be the guy they root for in her love story, the hero who deserves a sequel, not a cliffhanger. When the two of you have an argument, reaching out to her closest friends and family can be a very effective method. You can find out how she's doing, whether she's still angry or has calmed down, and assess the likelihood of a successful reconciliation if you approach her again. Her friends might even serve as a bridge to help mend your relationship. So, after you've schmoozed and charmed, when she comes back with those drinks, you might find her slipping her hand in yours a little more firmly, staking her claim. It's her way of saying, "Yep, he's with me." And while she knows her friends wouldn't dream of stealing you away, it's that instinctual, playful protectiveness that says you've done something right. In conclusion, integrating into her social network isn't just playing it smart, it's playing it right. It strengthens bonds, creates shared experiences, and hey, who doesn't want a partner who can be the life of the party and the soulmate? So next time you're mingling with her friends, remember, you're not just building bridges, you're launching a full-scale charm offensive. Number 7. Be unpredictable. If you're pondering how to spark a reconnection with your ex, embracing the art of unpredictability might just be your secret weapon. Picture this. Your relationship as a favorite book that she thinks she knows by heart. Now imagine introducing an unexpected chapter that captivates her anew, making her question what she thought she knew and eager to read more. Say goodbye to the old routines that might have painted your past relationship in a predictable hue. Instead of replaying the greatest hits, why not surprise her with something completely different? For instance, if your dates had become as predictable as Tuesday tacos, shake things up. Invite her to a midnight market, an impromptu dance class, or a spontaneous road trip to a mysterious destination. These fresh experiences disrupt the mundane narrative and show her a new side of you that she hasn't yet discovered. Unpredictability isn't just about what you do, but also how you engage. If she's used to certain reactions from you during discussions, change the script. Approach sensitive topics with a new level of depth or understanding, or bring up subjects you've never discussed before. This shows her that you're not only different, but that you've grown. It's like showing her a preview of a new season in what she might have thought was a concluded series. While you're reaching out and re-engaging with her, keep a bit of mystique about your own life. Let her know you're pursuing new interests or have picked up new hobbies since your split. This not only makes you more appealing, but also subtly hints that there's much about your new life she has yet to discover. It's intriguing and invites her to want to be part of your evolving story. Even as you seek to win her back, balancing how often you reach out is key. Too much contact can seem desperate, but sprinkling your interactions with unexpected messages or calls can spark curiosity and anticipation. Let her wonder when she'll hear from you next, and make each interaction count by being engaging, upbeat, and interesting. By strategically using unpredictability, you transform from a known entity into a thrilling mystery she is compelled to solve. It's about reminding her that the story of us has more twists and turns, potentially leading to a new and exciting plotline together. Just like a book she can't put down, becoming an engaging, evolving presence in her life can reignite her interest and maybe, just maybe, turn the page back to a chapter where you both star. Interesting, isn't it? What impressed you the most from the points mentioned? But don't switch channels just yet, because we still have something that will amaze you. We'll keep surprising you right up until the very last moments of this video. Number 8. Direct approach. When the goal is to rekindle a past flame, sometimes the most effective strategy is the direct approach. No frills, no detours, just heartfelt, straightforward communication. It's about reaching out with sincerity and a clear intent, much like pressing the reset button with awareness and maturity. Don't hide behind vague texts or social media interactions. Instead, pick up the phone or send a personal message. Start with something simple and sincere. You might say, "I've been thinking about our time together and would love to catch up. Are you open to that?" This directness shows confidence and respect for both her and the relationship you once shared. It's crucial to confront the elephant in the room, the reasons behind your breakup. By addressing these issues openly, you show that you're not only aware of what went wrong, but are also taking responsibility where needed. This could be as straightforward as saying, "I've had time to think about how things ended between us and I realize where I could have been better. I'm sorry for the pain caused." This kind of honesty can set a solid foundation for whatever comes next. Let's plan a meetup. Suggest a neutral yet meaningful setting for your meetup. Maybe it's the coffee shop where you had your first date, or a park where you spent many lazy Sunday afternoons. Returning to these places can help strip away the layers of the time spent apart, bringing you back to where it all felt right. Say, "How about we meet there? It always had a special vibe for us." Clarity is king. Let her know why you're reaching out. Whether it's for closure, reconciliation, or simply to apologize and clear the air, being upfront can prevent misunderstandings. You could frame it like, "I want to meet because I value what we had and think we could at least be great friends, if not more. I just wanted to be honest about my feelings." When you do meet, focus on listening more than speaking. This shows that you're not just there to express your feelings, but are also interested in hers. Active listening can demonstrate your growth and readiness to engage with her genuinely, not just relive the past. Finally, be ready to accept her response, whatever it may be. Respect her boundaries. If she isn't interested in rekindling anything, respect her decision and thank her for her honesty. Expressing, "I appreciate you meeting me and sharing how you feel, and I'll respect your wishes," underlines your maturity and respect for her autonomy. Using the direct approach in rekindling a past connection shows maturity, respect, and a genuine desire for resolution or renewal. It strips away the games and uncertainties, focusing instead on building a bridge, whether to cross back to each other or to move on with mutual respect. Number 9. Persistence that wins her over. Winning back a heart isn't about grand gestures performed once in a blue moon. It's about the slow, steady warmth of a sunrise, consistent and gentle. If you're aiming to soften her heart and rekindle what once was, consider persistence not as mere repetition, but as a demonstration of sincere commitment. Consistency is your secret weapon. Like a gardener tending to a favorite plant, regularly check in on her, send thoughtful messages, and express genuine interest in her well-being. This isn't about smothering her with attention, but showing that your care isn't seasonal. It's perennial. Over time, these consistent actions can turn frosty memories into warm thoughts of what might be again. Never underestimate the power of a small, thoughtful gesture. Whether it's a handwritten note slipped into her favorite book you return, or a playlist of songs that soundtrack your happiest days together, these tokens of affection are like soft whispers from the past, reminding her of joyful moments shared. Patience is key. Patience is not simply waiting, it's maintaining grace in the pause. Understand that rekindling feelings and repairing trust takes time. Display patience not just through words, but through actions. Let her see that you're not in a rush, that your interest in her isn't tied to timelines or expectations. Actions speak louder than promises. Let her see the ways you've grown since you were last together. Maybe you've tackled old bad habits or developed new, positive ones. This visible change can be incredibly persuasive, showing her that your journey apart has prepared you for a better journey together. Support her when she's facing challenges, without any expectations of reciprocation. Being a reliable presence during tough times can demonstrate your commitment and care beyond romantic interests. While persistence is key, respecting her space is crucial. This shows that your attention is not about possession, but about genuine connection. Find that delicate balance between being present in her life and giving her the room to breathe and miss you. If past mistakes are part of the landscape, address them with genuine apologies. Acknowledge what went wrong and express your regret in a way that feels meaningful. Apologies can bridge divides, mend old wounds, and show maturity. Occasionally, suggest doing something that you both loved in the past. Whether it's visiting that quaint coffee shop downtown or taking a hike where you once watched a meteor shower, revisiting these happy places can reignite old sparks. Through these persistent yet respectful efforts, you can gently remind her of the deep connections you once shared. Each step, taken with intention and care, can help weave a new tapestry from old threads, possibly leading to a renewed relationship built on a deeper, more mature foundation. And there you have it, gentlemen, your masterclass on using psychological tricks to not just make her consider coming back, but to create a connection that's deeper and more resilient than ever before. Remember, it's not about manipulation. It's about understanding her desires and fulfilling them in a way that resonates with her heart and mind. We've covered everything from sparking her curiosity with unpredictability to rekindling old flames by engaging with her social circle. The key is consistency, respect, and genuine growth, qualities that transform you into the partner she's truly seeking. If you found these insights helpful, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe for more content that turns the art of attraction into an exact science. Share this video with friends who might also benefit from these strategies, and drop a comment below to let us know which technique you're planning to try first. Remember, in the game of love, being informed is your greatest advantage. Thanks for watching, and here's to your success in winning her back. 8 psychological tricks to get girls to chase you. Are you tired of being stuck in the friend zone, constantly overlooked by women you want to impress? Do you find yourself anxiously waiting for a text that never comes, feeling invisible and unappreciated? It's a crushing cycle that chips away at your confidence, leaving you wondering if you'll ever be more than just a nice guy. But what if you could flip the script? What if you could make women chase you instead? Imagine walking into a room and effortlessly commanding attention, igniting curiosity and desire. With these 13 psychological tricks rooted in the powerful principles of Stoicism, you can transform your dating life. These aren't cheap gimmicks, they're profound strategies that will revolutionize how you interact with women and help you finally win them over. Warning, if you follow these, any woman will become obsessed with you. Use these rules with good intentions and don't use this teaching for bad. Make your time with her fun, light, and make your presence known. The attraction phase is crucial, so handle it wisely. Number 1. Elevate your hygiene. Simple steps for a fresh start. Imagine heading into a battle without proper preparation. It would be a disaster. The same applies to your daily life, especially when it comes to attracting women. Good hygiene is your first line of defense. No one can fall for a smelly guy. Taking care of your appearance is not just important, it's essential. Let's break it down. Start with a shower and don't just rinse off. Use body soap and scrub thoroughly, twice if needed. Think of it as cleaning your armor. Shampoo your hair to keep it clean and fresh. Once you're out, dry yourself off completely and apply deodorant to stay fresh throughout the day. Slip into clean clothes and you're ready for the day. Now, let's talk about scent. You don't need to douse yourself with body spray like a middle schooler with a crush. Instead, consider a subtle touch of cologne. A single squirt on your wrist and another near your neckline is all it takes. This isn't just about smelling good, it's about leaving a lasting impression. Women are naturally drawn to great-smelling men. Think about it. When you walk past someone who smells pleasant, don't you feel an instant connection? It's the same principle. By maintaining good hygiene, you're not just looking after yourself, but you're also showing respect to those around you. Picture this. You're on a date and you've taken the time to prepare. You smell great, you look clean, and you feel confident. This isn't just about physical attraction. It's about showing that you care about the details. Good hygiene signals self-respect and confidence, qualities that are incredibly attractive. So, before you step out, make sure you're not just looking good, but also smelling fantastic. This simple routine can make a world of difference in how others perceive and connect with you. It's not about vanity, it's about putting your best foot forward and respecting yourself and those you meet. Make good hygiene your daily armor, and you'll be ready to conquer any situation with confidence. Hit the like button if you agree that nobody can love someone with bad body odor. Number 2. Turn the tables. The power of the friend zone. When it comes to dating, the mere mention of the friend zone sends shivers down most men's spines. It's often viewed as a dead end, a place where romantic dreams go to die. But what if I told you that you could turn this supposed pitfall into a powerful tool that makes her chase you? Yes, you heard it right. Putting her in the friend zone can be a game changer, sparking intrigue and desire that can lead to a deeper, more meaningful connection. Picture this. You meet an amazing woman, and instead of rushing to make your romantic intentions clear, you treat her like a friend. You hang out, have a blast, engage in deep conversations, and genuinely enjoy each other's company without any overt romantic gestures. This approach creates a sense of mystery. She's left wondering, is he interested in me or are we just friends? This uncertainty is your secret weapon, fueling her curiosity and interest. Let's break it down. By not immediately pursuing her, you're leveraging the principle of scarcity. When something is perceived as scarce or hard to get, its value increases. This isn't just a theory, it's human nature. Think about it. When was the last time you were more attracted to someone who seemed slightly out of reach? That sense of challenge and the allure of the unknown made them all the more appealing, didn't it? By positioning yourself as someone whose attention isn't easily won, you become more desirable. Seneca, the great Stoic philosopher, once said, "It is not the man who has too little, but the man who craves more, that is poor." By showing that you don't crave her attention desperately, you exude confidence and self-assurance, qualities that are incredibly attractive. You're not playing hard to get. You're showing that you're a high-value individual who doesn't give away his affection lightly. Too often, the desire to conquer a woman's heart, especially if she seems unattainable, can make you hasty and impatient. This eagerness can lead to mistakes, turning what could have been a meaningful connection into a missed opportunity. By taking the time to be friends first, you allow both of you to understand each other better. She gets to see your true character, and you get to learn more about her personality. As the American proverb goes, good things come to those who wait. This patience pays off in the long run, as it lays the groundwork for a stronger and more genuine relationship. Think of it this way. You and she share a fantastic day full of laughter and meaningful moments. As the evening draws to a close, you give her a friendly hug instead of a romantic kiss. She goes home, her mind racing. Why didn't he make a move? Does he see me as just a friend, or is there something more? This kind of self-reflection on her part can lead her to see you in a different light, sparking thoughts about a deeper connection. This strategy isn't about manipulation. It's about creating a dynamic where she sees you as a valuable person worth getting to know better. It's about being patient and allowing the relationship to develop naturally. You're not being indifferent, you're being discerning, showing that you value a meaningful connection over a fleeting romance. Remember, the goal is to let the relationship grow organically. By initially placing her in the friend zone, you give both of you the space to build a solid foundation based on mutual respect and genuine interest. This can lead to a stronger, more lasting bond. So, Flip the script. Put her in the friend zone and watch how the intrigue and desire build. It's a strategic move that empowers you to create a connection that's more than just physical attraction. You're setting the stage for a relationship built on mutual respect, curiosity, and a deeper understanding of each other. In the end, she will be the one chasing you, eager to unlock the potential of a deeper connection. Number 3, spark her smile, make her laugh, win her heart. This is a great tip. You might think you're not funny, but the truth is, everyone has the potential to make others laugh. Humor is a skill that improves with practice. You need to put yourself in situations where you can get used to the awkwardness of telling an unfunny joke. With time, you'll build the confidence to tell more jokes and improve your comedic timing. Remember, the more jokes you tell, the better you'll get. Women love to laugh, and the more you can make them laugh, the higher you'll rise in the social hierarchy. Humor shows that you're intellectually strong and confident, which are highly desirable traits in a potential partner. Imagine being on a date and making her laugh effortlessly. It not only breaks the ice, but also creates a memorable and enjoyable experience. Laughter is a powerful connector, and it's a great way to gauge her interest. Pay attention to where her eyes go when she laughs. If her eyes dart towards you, it's a strong sign that she's interested in you on a subconscious level. One effective way to make a girl laugh is by playing a question game with her. Ask fun, light-hearted questions that can lead to amusing answers and banter. For example, if you could have any superpower, what would it be and why? Or, what's the funniest thing that's happened to you recently? These questions not only make her laugh, but also create opportunities for deeper connection and conversation. This trick is not just about making a girl laugh, it also helps you connect with others and increase your social standing. When you can make both women and men laugh, you become more likable and charismatic, which ultimately boosts your status in any social setting. Consider the times when you've laughed heartily with friends. Remember how connected and at ease you felt. The same principle applies here. Laughter creates shared moments that are treasured and remembered. It's like building a bridge between two hearts, one chuckle at a time. Another tip is to use self-deprecating humor, but in moderation. Making fun of yourself a little can show that you don't take yourself too seriously and are comfortable in your own skin. For instance, if you trip over something, laughing it off with a witty comment can turn an awkward moment into a charming one. Also, storytelling can be a fantastic way to bring humor into your interactions. Sharing funny stories from your own life can be incredibly engaging. Think about a time when something hilarious happened to you and craft it into a narrative. People love stories because they are relatable and personal. Don't be afraid to use situational humor. Sometimes the funniest moments come from the environment you're in. If something amusing happens around you, make a light-hearted comment about it. This shows that you're observant and quick-witted, two qualities that are very attractive. Repetition can also be a useful tool. If you notice something that made her laugh earlier, bring it back in a different context. This creates an inside joke between you two, which is a powerful bonding experience. For example, if she laughed about a joke you made about a common experience, you can reference it later in the conversation to evoke that laughter again. Lastly, remember that humor should be respectful and considerate. Avoid jokes that could be offensive or hurtful. The goal is to make her feel good and comfortable around you, not to embarrass or belittle her. Humor is a powerful tool. It can break down barriers, create bonds, and make you more attractive. So, embrace the awkwardness, tell those jokes, and watch as you become more confident and appealing. Laughter is, after all, the best medicine, and in this case, it's also the best way to win her heart. Before we move on to the next lesson, here's a shocking statistic. 98% of viewers don't leave a comment or hit the like button. So, if you enjoyed this video, please support us by leaving a comment saying support or simply typing 1. We truly appreciate you. Number 4. Warm up her social circle. Gaining the approval of her friends is an essential step in getting a girl to chase you. Her social circle plays a pivotal role in her life, and by making a positive impression on them, you indirectly increase your attractiveness to her. When her friends like you, they will naturally speak well of you, and this social proof is incredibly powerful. To gain the approval of her friends, you need to be genuine and considerate. Show that you are not only good for her, but also for her group. This means engaging in conversations, being respectful, and showing interest in their lives. Building a positive reputation within her social circle will make her more comfortable and likely to pursue a deeper connection with you. Seneca once said, "Associate with people who are likely to improve you." This wisdom can be applied here. Don't let fear of rejection hold you back from engaging with her friends. Often, the anxiety is much worse than the reality. Focus on building genuine connections with her friends without overdoing it. Authenticity is key. Be yourself and let them see your good qualities naturally. When her friends approve of you, it subtly signals to her that you are a high-value man worth chasing. Social proof is a powerful psychological tool. By warming up her social circle and gaining their approval, you position yourself as a desirable partner in her eyes. This strategy can significantly increase the chances of her chasing you, as she sees you as someone who is accepted and valued by those she trusts. Number 5. Break the touch barrier. Breaking the touch barrier is a powerful subconscious psychological tactic that can significantly enhance your interactions and create a deeper connection. Physical touch, when done appropriately and respectfully, can convey comfort, trust, and familiarity. It shows that you are at ease around her, which can make her feel more comfortable and connected to you. Here's how you can master this technique to get her to chase you. A gentle touch on her shoulder during a conversation, casually grabbing something from her hand, or initiating a playful game that involves touch, like rock, paper, scissors, are all effective ways to break the touch barrier. The goal is to introduce touch in a non-sexual friendly manner. This can help establish a sense of ease and closeness between you two. It's about creating a physical connection that feels natural and comfortable, not forced or awkward. One way to break the touch barrier is to use playful, flirty bets. Challenge her to a dance-off or a trivia game, with the winner getting to choose a prize. The prizes can be simple gestures that involve touch, such as holding hands, a gentle tickle, or a high five. These interactions are fun and light-hearted, making the touch feel natural and unforced. For example, you could say, "I bet I can dance better than you." The winner gets to pick the prize. This not only breaks the touch barrier, but also adds an element of excitement and anticipation to your interaction. To make this strategy even more effective, consider incorporating it into a fun activity that she enjoys. For instance, if she's into sports, you could challenge her to a friendly game of basketball or tennis. The physical activity combined with the playful competition can create numerous opportunities for casual, comfortable touch. When you initiate touch, pay close attention to her reactions. If she seems uncomfortable or pulls away, respect her boundaries and stop. It's crucial to ensure that she feels safe and comfortable at all times. Touch should be a positive experience that enhances your connection, not something that makes her feel uneasy. In conclusion, breaking the touch barrier is a subtle yet effective way to create a deeper connection and make her chase you. By introducing touch in a respectful and playful manner, you show that you are comfortable around her, which can make her feel more at ease with you. Remember to be attentive to her reactions and always respect her boundaries. With these strategies, you can master the art of breaking the touch barrier and take your interactions to the next level. Number 6. Step back to leap ahead. Let her take the lead. Think of a fisherman who skillfully casts his line and then waits patiently for the fish to bite. He doesn't continuously reel in and cast out, nor does he anxiously watch the water. He trusts in his method, knowing that patience often yields the best results. In the same way, once you've shown your interest, stepping back allows her to take the initiative, making the attraction more mutual and organic. Many men face the struggle of putting all their energy into pursuing someone without realizing that sometimes stepping back can be far more powerful. Allowing her to lead at the right moments can transform your dynamic, making her more invested and intrigued. Imagine a dance where one partner constantly takes the lead, never allowing the other a moment to guide the flow. It becomes tiresome, predictable, and ultimately uninspiring. Dating is much the same. Recognize when you've done enough to spark her interest and then step back. This doesn't mean being passive or disinterested. Rather, it's about understanding the rhythm of the relationship. It's about giving her space to move towards you, creating a balanced and captivating interaction. Overdoing your efforts can come off as desperate and overwhelming. Think about times when you've tried too hard. How did it feel? Probably not great. Now, consider the impact of allowing her to take over occasionally. It shows confidence, self-assurance, and trust. Women find these qualities incredibly attractive. By letting her lead, you demonstrate that you value her independence and respect her choices, which can deepen her interest in you. Imagine this scenario: you've been texting her consistently, planning dates and ensuring everything is perfect. But suddenly, you take a step back. You don't initiate the next conversation or plan the next date. Instead, you let her wonder about you, miss you, and make the next move. This shift can be exhilarating for her. It's a breath of fresh air, signaling that you are not chasing desperately, but are confident enough to let her come to you. This shift in dynamic is not about relinquishing control, but about sharing it. Marcus Aurelius once said, "The best revenge is to be unlike him who performed the injury." In dating, this translates to not mirroring the negative behaviors or anxieties of others. Instead, be the calm, confident individual who trusts the process and lets things unfold naturally. By not overreacting or overcompensating, you set yourself apart from those who let insecurity dictate their actions. Ultimately, letting her lead isn't about being inactive. It's about being strategic. It's about understanding that attraction is a two-way street, and sometimes the most powerful move you can make is to let her come to you. By doing so, you create a dynamic where both partners are equally engaged, intrigued, and invested in the relationship. This balanced approach not only fosters mutual respect and admiration, but also builds a stronger, more captivating connection. Number 7, share your secrets. Sharing a secret with someone is a powerful way to build trust and create a deeper connection. When you tell her something personal that not many people know, it opens the door to mutual trust and vulnerability. This act shows her that you trust her, which can lead her to trust you more in return. Psychologically, we tend to like and trust people who demonstrate trust in us first. It's a natural instinct to be cautious around new people and to guard our secrets. But when you take the first step and reveal something personal, it breaks down those barriers. For instance, you could say, "Not many people know this, but I used to collect vintage comic books as a kid." This kind of revelation is personal enough to build trust, but not too heavy. Trust yourself to be honest, and others will trust you. Seneca. This Stoic wisdom highlights the importance of honesty in building trust. By being truthful and open, you set the stage for a trusting relationship. Sharing secrets fosters intimacy and exclusivity. Knowing you've shared something personal with her that you don't share with just anyone makes her feel special and valued. This sense of exclusivity can deepen your bond and make her more inclined to chase you, paving the way for a trusting and lasting relationship. Number 8, dare to disagree. In a world where many men believe that being agreeable is the key to a woman's heart, daring to disagree can truly set you apart. Having your own opinions and expressing them confidently shows strength and independence, traits that are inherently attractive. No one admires a pushover or a yes man. Women respect and are drawn to men who stand their ground and engage in meaningful conversations, even when they respectfully disagree. When you voice your differing opinions, you demonstrate confidence and a sense of self that is irresistible. Authenticity is crucial. It's the foundation of genuine connections and respect. It's not about being confrontational or argumentative, but about showing that you have principles and a unique perspective. Marcus Aurelius wisely said, "If it is not right, do not do it. If it is not true, do not say it." This quote emphasizes the importance of staying true to your beliefs and values. Women can sense when someone is being disingenuous or simply telling them what they want to hear. By daring to disagree and standing by your truth, you become more intriguing and appealing. Imagine you're on a date and a topic like movies comes up. If she loves a popular film that you find overrated, don't just agree to win her favor. Share your honest opinion respectfully. You might say, "I can see why you like it, but I felt the storyline was a bit predictable." This shows that you are not afraid to be yourself and have your own tastes and judgments. Remember, confidence is not about always being right. It's about being unafraid to voice your thoughts and feelings. This genuine display of self-assurance can make you stand out, making her more likely to chase after you. Being bold and authentic in your interactions signals to her that you are a person with depth and character, someone worth getting to know better. Women appreciate men who can challenge them intellectually and engage in stimulating conversations. This doesn't mean picking fights or being stubborn for the sake of it. It's about enriching your interactions with honesty and depth. When you respectfully disagree, you invite her to see different perspectives and engage more deeply with you. Moreover, by standing by your opinions, you set a precedent for mutual respect in your relationship. She will know that you are someone who values honesty and integrity, qualities that are fundamental for a healthy and strong relationship. So, dare to disagree. Show her that you are confident, authentic, and unafraid to be yourself. This boldness can make you incredibly appealing and set the stage for a deeper, more genuine connection. Number 9, leave if you have to leave. Creating a sense of mystery is an essential psychological trick to get girls to chase you. One effective way to achieve this is by not always being available. When you balance your presence with your absence, you become more intriguing. Women are naturally drawn to men who have their own lives and ambitions. Be the guy who is not constantly at her beck and call. This doesn't mean you should play games or be unreliable, but rather that you should maintain your independence. When you're not always around, it allows her to miss you, fostering a sense of longing and anticipation. Absence can indeed make the heart grow fonder. Marcus Aurelius once said, "How much time he saves who does not look to see what his neighbor says or does or thinks." Apply this wisdom to your dating life by focusing on your own goals and interests, rather than constantly trying to please someone else. By doing so, you naturally become more attractive because you're not desperate for attention. The key is to strike a balance. Don't be too aloof or unavailable, but make sure that your life is rich and fulfilling on its own. When you have your own passions and commitments, you become more appealing because it shows you have a strong sense of self. Imagine this. You're on a date, and instead of dropping everything every time she calls, you sometimes tell her you have plans. Perhaps you have a hobby you're passionate about, or you're working on a personal project. This not only makes you more interesting, but also shows her that you have a life beyond the relationship. For example, if you're into fitness, you could say, "I'd love to see you tonight, but I have a gym session planned. How about tomorrow?" This subtle yet powerful message conveys that while you value her company, you also prioritize your own well-being and interests. Remember, a woman will chase a man who has a life that is both exciting and fulfilling. When you leave if you have to leave, you're not only creating space for her to miss you, but also showcasing your value and confidence. This approach is powerful in the dating game and will significantly increase your chances of getting her to chase you. As we move forward in this video, stay tuned for the biggest mistake men make that drives women away, which we'll reveal at the end. This critical insight could change your dating game entirely, so make sure you don't miss it. Now, let's continue with the next point on our list. The biggest mistake men make that drives women away. In the intricate dance of dating, understanding what makes women run away is crucial. The biggest mistake many men make is appearing desperate. Desperation is the antithesis of attraction. When you come off as needy, you inadvertently signal insecurity and a lack of self-worth, which can be off-putting to women. To avoid this, it's essential to genuinely be hard to get, not as a game, but as a reflection of your confidence and independence. Playing games is a common tactic, but it often backfires because it lacks authenticity. Instead, focus on being authentically self-assured and maintaining your own life and interests. As Marcus Aurelius wisely said, "Waste no more time arguing about what a good man should be one." Authenticity is magnetic. When you are comfortable with who you are and where you're going, you naturally attract others, including women. Confidence is key. It signals that you are in control of your life and not reliant on anyone else for your happiness. Women are more likely to chase a man who is a challenge, not because he's playing hard to get, but because he is genuinely hard to get. A man who knows his worth and doesn't need to prove it. Remember, desperation repels, but confidence and authenticity attract. The path to making women chase you starts with embracing your own value and showing it through your actions and demeanor. Be the man you want to be, and the right woman will naturally be drawn to you. This insight is just the beginning. Stay tuned for more psychological tricks to master the dating game and transform your love life. Thank you for watching 13 psychological tricks to get girls to chase you. Remember, these tips aren't about manipulation. They're about fostering genuine connections and attracting the right person for you. Embrace your inner stoic, value her, and exude that cool, calm confidence. And if you had an aha moment, hit the like button and type aha in the comments. And don't forget to subscribe for more insightful videos.